I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Shall be ours. Outstanding. Well done. Why disappoint you, Master?
Only if you don't make it. Yeah.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Oh.
No harm in picking a few. I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this. It's an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads. I'd wager there's ought to be found here. We ought to take a closer look. An astounding discovery. Most impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely. Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. Methinks I know where that is. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. 'Twould seem we've little choice but to set out for the place.
Dumb bitch.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed. Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard.
Cyclops!
We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Good. Well done. It is time we made for the capital, to inform the people of Birmingham that the Arisen is come. Shall we go?
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed. You're free to make your own way to the capital. Of course, if you'd rather... Ah, here's the cart now. Very well. Board the ox cart.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
goblins! What rotten luck! I don't like this at all.
Impressive, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. A result to be proud of.
You have no right. That's it!
Seems we drove them off. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us? All right? Into the...
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Your anger is well justified, and I shan't deny you it. However, I am obliged to make you aware of your situation. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the goods...
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Now, where was I bound again?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
Oh.
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers. Die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in... All Vernworth. You know where to find me. This inspires more.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall... You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect, such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply would not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Need anything?
Wait. 155,000. Holy hell.
Many thanks.
There's a chest. I shall take a look inside.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Have yourself a look.
Well met, sir. Forgive. I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
Nice to see you again.
Welcome and well... met. Do come again.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
This isn't much to go on. Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map. Here you are, sir. From me to you. You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
I quite agree.
I might stay a while.
Well met, sir.
I'll gladly stay a while.
Can't afford any mistakes this time.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick. He runs the local armory. And we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
Well met.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation. If there is aught I may assist you with, do come again.
Well, I find an eternal. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all. Vernworth. Much obliged.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? I'm in fine fettle today.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den from the tell of it. Their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Suppose I'd best get to work.
We must rest. Though the sun is still... Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
suppose I'd best get to work.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents. Now,
Must remember to dust the
where's
shower.
that bastard?
And Rowdy.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive. Every battle. You are wise indeed to have sought my aid.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands. How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
You'll find none lighter on their feet than a thief. I'm sure my talent...
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. A Cyclops. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Tis a glad thing we rested well.
We must not let down our guard. Well done, Master. I grant you roaring flame. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. My word. This ox cart has been destroyed. The work of goblins. Careful now. I am so sorry. Stand firm. You are not alone. Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well. I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Goblins, master! I grant you fire's blade. Use it well. Wait right there.
The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Would anyone care to push? The prison has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! Well fought, Arisen. Fight on, and victory shall be ours. A result to be proud of.
No!
fury of the elephant.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your eyes peeled.
The Arisen has been torn. Quick, douse the flame! A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I grant you roaring flame. Stay with me, Arisen. Hold right there.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Here we go again. We fight. To arms.
Of course.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. Ah, yes. That... Sounds familiar. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. There's a chest. I shall take a look inside. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Oh,